Hello everyone and good evening. My name is Ella and I wanted to make this video on relationship advice. This video was actually requested by someone I know. So let me go ahead and do this video. So when it comes to finding love, you want to make sure that you find someone whom you share common interests with, who you're compatible with, maybe a compatible zodiac sign. You guys may have grew up in the same city, maybe your same age group, maybe just a slight bit older. Someone that, brings out, you want to find someone that brings out the best in you. So what I suggest is you just take things slow. You know, you have all the time in the world to, you know, go fast with things, but I mean, what about taking things slow? It's important to take things slow. So here are 5 things you should do in order to keep your man happy and to make sure that he doesn't slip away. So, number 1, be kind. Compliment him, tell him how great he looks, tell him he looks cute, tell him that he's handsome, ooh, you look strong, what big muscles you have, you're a sweetheart. Just compliment him on something, on an attribute that you notice on the first date or however. Compliment him. And number 2, be flirtatious. Ladies, okay, gentlemen, you may be thinking, oh my gosh, but I am flirtatious. Well, there's a certain way you want to be flirtatious so that he doesn't want to pull away or he doesn't find you to be weird. So when you're flirtatious, you want to that may look like you rubbing his back or his shoulder, being, complimenting him in a funny joke, or just be flirtatious. There's many ways you can be flirtatious. Wink at him, smile a lot if you're into him. And there's some ways you can tell if he's into you too. There's some signs, but that's for another video. But yes, be flirtatious. And number 2, be appropriate. Okay? You want to make sure that you're being appropriate. It's okay to joke, but a lot of times words hurt, and what we say can really have a big impact on our relationships. You want to make sure that you remember these 3 words. Make sure whatever you're saying is true, number 1, necessary, and kind. If it's not those 3, then you shouldn't be saying them. But yes, it's always important to make sure that you're being appropriate especially if you're on a first date. You don't want to send your date running for the house. So yes, be appropriate and be kind. Words do hurt, like I was saying, and you don't want this guy to run for the hills or start pulling back. So you definitely want to make sure that what you're saying is appropriate and kind and necessary. Okay, number 3, laugh. It's okay to laugh and joke around, but you don't want to excessively laugh. Excuse me. Make sure that you're laughing in a good way. Make him laugh too. Find some interesting jokes. And number 4, be mysterious. See, it's so easy for men to pull away if you're not mysterious or you're not, and there's no catch there. So you want to make sure that you're being mysterious. Do something that he wouldn't normally see, or come up with like a new line or something that's funny, something that he'll like, like be you, be preppy, be funny. I just have all these things. The list goes on and on when you're being mysterious. But yes, number 5. Number 5, be sensitive. Show a sensitive side to you. Give him a hug if all went well at the end of the date. Or, be touchy-feely. if you like this guy, but if you notice that he's pulling back, or he's like, no, or you can tell that he's not into it, then I wouldn't suggest touching him. But you always want to keep appropriate boundaries. Like I was saying before, you want to be appropriate. So, and yes, just be you and be confident, and you'll find someone. There's someone out there for everyone. Okay, and sometimes guys ghost if things don't go well. It's not uncommon, especially if you've said something that you don't realize you've said, like made a joke that wasn't funny, or maybe you did something that you weren't even aware of during the first date or in the relationship itself, if this is an ongoing relationship. And so you always want to make sure, though, that you also set firm boundaries for yourself and say, okay, this is what I'll tolerate, this is what I won't. You always want to you always want to be, and also you want to communicate. If you don't have communication in a relationship, you don't have anything. And when it comes to communicating, you have to communicate effectively. That means being able to work things out like adults and not argue, not fuss, not fight. I mean, it's normal for every couple to fight or argue, but there's a point where it becomes toxic and unhealthy. And when it gets to that point, you don't want to go there, And if it gets to the point where you guys are just yelling and screaming at each other, that is not okay. That's considered verbal abuse, and that's domestic violence, and it's not okay. And there are laws on that. But anyways, that's not really pertaining to this video. But yes, well, I guess it does in a way, but yes, communicate like adults, not like kids, and you got this, if you want to if you want to keep your man happy, you gotta, show him his worth and show him that he's worthy. If you're always nagging him, complaining about your body, how you're not happy with yourself or your body, your self-image, or you're always nagging about other girls or guys, or you're just always complaining, these things will send your man running for the hills, and he will get sick of this. So yes, this is all I had in this video. Take care and have a great day.